Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome to the first part of my playthrough of Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. As CJ says, here we go again. So, I beat Vice City 2 months ago, and it turns out then the Definitive Edition comes out, and I wanted to replay Vice City, the Definitive Edition. A lot of you guys also asked me to play Vice City. I saved it for last because I already, like I said, I played Vice City 2 months ago, so I decided to do San Andreas first, then GTA 3, and here we go, Vice City. Now, Vice City is my favorite 3D GTA. Now, for 3D GTAs, I'm talking about GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. Out of those games, Vice City is my favorite one. My favorite GTA overall is GTA 4, but my favorite classic one is Vice City, and I just love the 1980s. I love the Miami setting, and I just love, building this huge criminal empire. That's just what I love about the story. San Andreas, you kind of build a criminal empire, but Vice City focuses, entirely on that empire aspect, which I really like. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's play through this. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, and if you guys enjoy this series, do drop a like, because it does help the series out a lot. Hope you guys like my Tommy Vercetti outfit here. I have a few more that I'll be wearing, so let's do it here. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition. Hopefully it's not buggy like the San Andreas one, because when I played for San Andreas, I was raging at all the glitches. Very nostalgic. And I got a bunch of great lore videos coming out in this once I beat it. I had those planned originally 2 months ago, but because of the Definitive Edition, I decided I want to make the lore videos with the Definitive Edition. Very nostalgic here. I remember this. Firing up the PS2, and then you see this. Vice City was heavily inspired by Scarface and by Miami Vice. If the Scarface movie and Miami Vice didn't exist, you probably wouldn't have this game. They have the original in the intro there. Menzies. Man, he's not with the studio anymore. Escobar International Airport, Vice City. So Vice City is based on Miami.
Hey, guys, it's Ken Rosenberg here. Hey, great, hey. Well, I'm gonna drive you guys to the meet, okay? Now, I've talked to the suppliers, and they are very keen to start a business relationship. So, if all goes well, we should be doing very nicely for ourselves, which is, you know, good. Okay, so they're brothers, okay? One operates the business, and the other one does the flying.
Now, this part, even though this part is cool, I was a little disappointed by this part because I was really hoping that they would show the original Vic Vance from Vice City Stories.
Okay, that's them in the chopper. All right, here's the deal. They want a straight exchange on open ground.
They kept Vic's first appearance in Vice City.
Okay, stay tight. Let's go.
So he looks just like he did in the original Vice City. I wish he kept his Vice City Stories look. That is Vic Vance, the guy you play as in Vice City Stories.
Got it? 100% pure grade A Colombian, my friend.
Let me see it.
The greens?
10s and 20s. Used.
I think we have a deal, my friend.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, well, that deal didn't go good.
Come on, get out of here! Drive!
Poke my head out of the gutter for 1 freaking second and fate shovels shit in my face.
Go get some sleep.
What are you gonna do?
I'll drop by your office tomorrow and we can start sorting this mess out.
So this is Vice City Definitive Edition. I have played a little bit of this, not on the not on the channel, other than, you know, testing of Tommy Consume. I did play a few of the missions just to see what it was like. But the city looks really good, and I like how the sky kind of turns pink at night. And I think on the radio they're gonna talk about the hurricane that's gonna be coming in. They should at least. Oh, here it
Interrupt
is.
your programming with a message from the State Department. All bridges and some roads in the Vice City metropolitan area have been closed because of a severe weather warning. Meteorologists are tracking Hurricane Hermione, which has devastated 5 Caribbean islands and is heading for Vice City. More updates soon.
So a hurricane's coming, and that's why the second island has been closed. I remember in Vice City Stories, you start on the second island first and unlock the first island. Vice City Stories was 2 years before this, 1984, where this is 1986. And do you know what other world event was going on? I think that Vice City actually takes place in April of 1986, too. Do you know what world event was actually going on at this time? The Chernobyl disaster was actually going on the same time in the Soviet Union as this game.
Hello, Sonny.
Tommy, it's been too long. I know, you're just overwhelmed with emotion. 15 years.
Seems like only yesterday.
I guess that's a perspective thing.
Hey, doing time for the family is no piece of cake, but the family looks after its own, okay? So how'd the deal go down? You sitting on some white gold?
Look, Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy! Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny, I don't have the money.
Sonny, I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money! You better not be screwing me, Tommy, because you know I'm not a man to be screwed with.
Wait, Sonny. You have my personal assurance that I'm going to get you your money back and the drugs, and I'm going to mail you the dicks of those responsible.
Hey, I already know that. You're not a fool, Tommy, but I warn you, neither am I. If it was anybody else, you'd be dead already. But because it's you, because we got history, I'm going to let you handle this.
Look, Sonny, you got my word.
I'll be in touch.
So there's a lot of lore focused onto Vice City, and basically what's going on is that Tommy Vercetti was in prison since 1971, and he just got released from prison. I think how old is Tommy? 35 or 36? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but he's somewhere in his mid-30s. So Tommy's been in 15 years in prison, and he killed 11 or 12 guys in Harwood. Sonny sent him on a job to take out some guy, and it was an ambush. Tommy killed every single one of them. He spent the next 15 years in prison, and that ambush was very suspicious, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But Tommy, started working for the family immediately because he really doesn't have anywhere else to go. That's all he's known, most of his life. And, at the beginning of the game, notice how Sonny Forelli says, we're gonna keep him busy and keep him out of town, because when they see Tommy Vercetti walking the streets, they know the other families are gonna talk about it. And this is a little bit confusing, because people in the are used to the Leones being the strongest. The Leones became the strongest mafia family after Vice City. In the 1980s, the Forelli family, that's who Sonny's the boss of the Forellis, they were the strongest mafia. So there's a huge connection to Liberty City with Vice City.
He says, I have been sitting in this chair all night with the lights off, drinking coffee. This is a disaster. We are so screwed, man. These gorillas, listen to me, are gonna come down here and rip my head off. It's ridiculous.
The lip sync with Ken Rosenberg
go to
is a
law
little
school
bad.
for this. Okay, now what the hell are we gonna do?
Shut up, sit down, relax. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You're gonna find out who took our cocaine, and then we're gonna kill them.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Let me think. Oh, there's this retired colonel, Colonel Juan Garcia Cortez. He's the one that helped me set up this deal well away from Vice City's established thugs, okay? Now listen, he's holding his party out in the bay on his expensive yacht, and all of Vice City's big players are gonna be there, okay? I have an invite. Of course I have an invite. But there's no way that I'm going out there, sticking my head out the door. No way,
I
not gonna
told
happen.
you, shut up. I'll go myself.
Oh, whoa. Hey, I like 1978 too, but this isn't gonna be a beer and strippers do. I mean, no offense, but I think that you might turn heads on the runway for the wrong reasons.
What's wrong with the way I'm dressed?
Okay, look, here, stop by Raphael's. Tell him I sent you. He'll make you look respectable. Okay, go, come on.
Ken Rosenberg's office looks really nice in the definitive edition.
Who's that guy think he is? Now I gotta dress like a chump as well as hang out with them? I like this shirt.
They should have kept the, what, the car turned blue? That was weird. Okay, they should have kept, like, the black screen, because when you're waiting for it to load, when it loads, like, it's a black screen, and Tommy's like, who does this guy think he is? Now I gotta hang out with him and be his friend? That was there a bit more funny. When he's running around the streets, a little bit awkward. So here, let's get some new clothes.
Nice bike.
So we got Tommy a new suit. I'm also wearing the blue suit here. Hope you guys like this. Tried my best to make Tommy's outfit here. I wore this also 2 months ago.
No, my bike!
You hit me.
Okay, let's get on over to Colonel Cortez's party now. And notice how Tommy, when he was talking to Ken Rosenberg, notice how Tommy put his feet on Ken Rosenberg's desk. That shows that Tommy has no respect for him. It's a symbolic thing also. And so Tommy is now trying to figure out what happened with this deal, who ambushed the deal, who stole the money. And for people wondering, is Vic Vance dead? Yes, Vic Vance is unfortunately dead. That's how the protagonist of Vice City Stories meets his end.
Out of here.
everyone
Actually,
hates
take me to the police.
Diaz. So Diaz is the largest drug dealer, or I should say drug lord, in where's that bike? Okay, the bike disappeared. That's weird. Weird things happen with the vehicles right now. Let's take this car then.
Will you be working for my father?
Maybe.
Do you mind me resting my hand in your lap?
Maybe.
So difficult having a rich and powerful father. Vamos.
So for people that are confused, that was Colonel Juan Cortez. Colonel Cortez, he helped organize the deal. So he put in contact the Forelli's family and the Vance brothers and helped to organize the deal. That was his role in it, and so he has a responsibility to try to find out what happened, because he can have serious problems if he doesn't.
Sure you will.
And now the question you start asking yourself is, how did a third party find out about the deal? Because somebody else ambushed the deal. So how did they find out about the deal? All of this will be answered over time. That cutscene is really good because the party is, I would say the party is like one of the best GTA cutscenes of all time, because it introduces you to a lot of the characters that you're going to meet later on. It's, it's a great intro cutscene. The first mission, basically. Or second mission, I should say.
Ah, well, I hope you're having a good time, because I'm going out of my mind with worry here. What did you find out?
That there are more criminals in this town than in prison. We need a lead from the streets.
Okay, let me think. Ah, I got it. Okay, there's this limey, some music industry slimeball. Goes by the name of Kent Paul. Anyway, he's got his nose so far up most of Vice City's ass that if anybody knows the whereabouts of 20 keys of coke, it's this guy, all right? He's always at the Malibu.
I'll go pay him a visit.
Take it easy now.
So, somebody knows a lot about the deal, and this is, Kent Paul. Also, he appears in San Andreas, but his first appearance was in Vice City. This is 6 years before San Andreas. Now, notice how the Forelli family, they deal in cocaine. And, Sonny's, like, one of Sonny's guys tells him that none of the other families touch drugs. And then Sonny says times are changing. So, a lot of the other, Italian mafias typically don't deal in drugs. The reason they don't deal in it is because it's a complicated and messy business, and so they don't want all the problems associated with it. There's also a lot of other gangs that are also involved in it, which means that they would have to fight with them. Man, I hope I don't get copyright claims.
I've been looking for a bird like you for ages, mate. You know why?
Looking for some English guy.
Kent Paul. Kent Paul, mate. Yeah, I'm the governor around here. I'll sort things out. You know what I mean? I'll treat you. Whatever you want, I'll get you, girl. Don't you worry about a thing, mate.
Get lost, honey. Wait. I'm Ken Paul. I'm a friend of Rosenberg's.
Rosenberg. Oh, that bonkers ambulance chaser. That guy could defend an innocent man all the way to death row. Get another drink, bruv.
Everybody's a comedian. Listen to me. I'm missing 20 keys and a lot of cash.
Drugs, mate? It's a mug's game.
What do you know about it?
Well, what I was coming to was, there's some chef come trumpet shifter who deals at kitchen of a hotel on Ocean Drive. He's been looking real pleased with himself lately. You could go and check him out.
I will. And I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, that's right. Go and walk away, you mug. I knock you spark out. Give me a drink. And where's that slut?
So, another thing about Tommy, and this is, Tommy's personality, which I don't think a lot of people take this into factor, but Tommy went into prison when he was, like, around 21. He spent 15 years in prison. So, Tommy spent more than half of his life, when you think about it, well, 21, huge amount of it, in prison. And so, Tommy was, when you're 21, you're pretty much an adult at that point, but I guess, your brain is still developing to an extent, and being in prison for 15 years, that hardened Tommy. That probably turned him into a hardened criminal, and made him worse, when you think about it. This guy here. Oh, what the?
Hey, what you looking
That's weird.
at?
You better start talking.
Hey, make me, you prick.
That animation was a little bit weird. We got his cell phone, so that's Leo Teal that Tommy killed. I'll explain who he is in a moment.
Oh, way to go, tough guy. Beat him to a pulp. That should make him real chatty.
You want some too?
Hey, chill. I want what you want, brother.
Oh, yeah? And what's that?
Your green and my dead brother's white lady. Unfortunately, you just silenced our lead.
Accidents happen. Get lost.
Hey, whoa. No need to go all long range on my ass. The way I see it, we two hombres in a strange town. We need to watch each other's back.
My back's just fine, brother.
You sure about that? Here, take this. Follow me.
So this is Lance, same Lance that's from Vice City Stories.
This way.
The chefs will try to, they'll try to kill you. A lot of people just shoot the chefs, but you don't really need to. You can just save the bullets. Because you get a free gun here in this level.
One thing you gotta realize about this town, you gotta pack some heat. A local gun shop's a couple of blocks away.
So, the guy that Tommy killed is Leo Teal, and Kent Paul knows everything that's basically going on. He's like the big rumor guy. And, you know, that's really dangerous for Kent Paul to do that, to constantly look at all the rumors going on in the criminal underworld, because they're gonna come after him. So, it's really bad for, Kent Paul to be, you know, involved in that stuff. Not directly, but just trying to find out about it. Anyways, the guy that Tommy killed was a chef that had gotten a lot of money recently. And that money he had gotten was from the deal. Introducing us to the gun shop here, this is what I like. One thing I like about Vice City more than Vice City Stories is that in Vice City, you just basically go right into the gun shop. That's what I like about it. Where in Vice City Stories, it was that you had to load into the gun shop. So, but anyways, Leo Teal was a hitman. He's a gun for hire. And why is he a chef, you're wondering? Because that's his daytime job. That's what Leo Teal uses as a job for tax reasons. So, a lot of criminals, hitmen, gangsters, they will have like a regular job, like a regular everyday job, but that's not where they make the bulk of their money. That's just for tax reasons. So that when the IRS looks at them, they have a job.
I'm gonna go see what I can dig up. I'll be watching you, Tommy.
In The Sopranos, for instance, there's they have the no-show construction jobs, which basically through like through bribery and extortion, they get the gangsters jobs as construction workers. So on paper, they're construction workers for documentation for tax reasons, but in reality, they're not doing anything. They just have that, you know, as a free extra money, and for tax reasons, a way to protect themselves.
Hey, Leo, I think we got a buyer for Diaz's merchandise. Gotta give him a ring, man. Set up the deal, you know?
Where are you now?
You okay, Leo? You sound kinda different.
Just tell me where you are.
Who the hell is this? Put Leo on, man.
Leo's gone away for a while. He left me in charge.
Screw you, man.
So a lot of people don't talk about this, but the other chefs were probably the other hitmen. That's what it was. Leo was one of the hitmen that was involved in that attack on the drug deal at the beginning of the game. But the other chefs were probably the other hitmen as well. A lot of people don't mention that. So anyways, Tommy has Leo Teal's phone, and it's a satellite phone. You know, in the 1980s, barely anyone is going to have something like this. You have to have a lot of connections. You got to be really wealthy to have a phone like this. You know, back then.
Oh, for God's sake, it's you. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need new pants. Hey, those psychos from up north, they've been on the horn, and they're coming down here soon. Now, where is the goddamn money?
Relax. We're not at that part yet.
Oh, I thought that you were taking care of this. I really did. And now those Guidos say we gotta do them a favor.
You mean I gotta do him a favor?
Oh, of course that's what I mean. Do I look like I can intimidate a jury? I couldn't intimidate a child, and believe me, I've tried. Now look, It's either that or Forelli's cousin Giorgio gets 5 years for fraud. You gotta take these guys out!
I understand. Help the jury change their minds. Don't worry about it.
No! I tried that! The jury case didn't go so well. So make them change their minds.
Oh, they took out the extra piece of dialogue. That hammer will be useful.
Dumb Florida moron.
Remember, Vice City is in Florida. But, anyways, this mission is the direct connection between Vice City and Vice City Stories. So basically what's happening is that Sonny's cousin Giorgio, a top member in the Forelli family, is facing years in prison for fraud. And what's happening is they've tracked down the jury members. It's unknown why the jury members are in Vice City, but the jury members are here. And so Tommy has to scare the jury members. Remember Giorgio Forelli in Vice City Stories? He's the same guy that Phil Collins' manager Barry owed a lot of money to. And so Giorgio sends like dozens and dozens of hitmen to try to kill Phil Collins. That was the story in Vice City Stories. Giorgio never makes like a physical appearance, but he's mentioned several times in the GTA games. Some people suspect that Giorgio might be one of the guys that was at the table at the beginning with Sonny, but it's never been proven.
Hey, man, my car! Leave my damn car alone, man!
You can just do that. Just smash the door and just pull them out.
Say otherwise.
What? Okay, we encountered another glitch. Innocent until I say otherwise. He just stands there. That was a bit weird. But, what I was saying about the Mafia earlier... Oh, these tires are popped. I should probably get something else. So the Italian Mafia doesn't typically, you know, deal in drugs, and that shows you just, you know, the type of person that Sonny is. The Italian Mafia, they get their money from casinos, extortion, robberies, and scams. That's generally prostitution also. That's generally where the Mafia gets its, you know, its money from. And they will have some type of real estate also. That's generally how the Mafia makes their money. They typically, you know, when you think about it, do you ever see the Italian Mafia dealing drugs in, like, movies or games? Not really, even in the news. You know, I'm not saying that all Italian Mafias avoid drugs, but a lot of times they just don't deal in drugs. That's something that the cartels tend to do. Okay, so here we got the next juror's car.
I can't believe this is happening!
You know he's not guilty.
But, in the definitive edition, they had a cut dialogue. They had a dialogue that was cut. What happens is right when you start up this mission, Tommy will basically say, "Hooray, more crap to clean up. What did I do in a past life to deserve this?" And I guess they didn't have that piece of dialogue here. It's right when the mission loads up. Oh, phone's ringing.
Hey, Tommy, it's Sonny. How's the suntan?
I ain't got no suntan.
We ain't got my money either, so I'm one of them myself. What are you doing? So tell me, Tommy, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the money, Sonny. Don't worry.
I am worrying, Tommy. That's my style, because I seem to have this problem in my life with unreliable people. Don't be an unreliable person, Tommy, please. Do us both a favor. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
I love the accents that the Italian Mafia have in, like, GTA games. A lot of New Yorker themed accents, some Jersey accents thrown in there as well. But, you know, a lot of people think, like I said, these are gangster accents, but these are really New York accents. It's just the reason you hear gangsters talking like that is because the mobsters are from New York or Liberty City. So they're gonna have New York accents.
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
But there's the light, you know, there's the light accent, you know, "Hey, how you doing, kid? What are you doing?" You know, accents like that, and then there's, like, more of the heavier accent, "Hey, Ditch, what are we doing today?" So I just love their accents in the GTA games. But thank you guys for watching. I guess we'll wrap up the first part here. And again, if you guys enjoy this series, please do drop a like, because it does help the series and helps the channel out a lot. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.